Hello everybody, once again welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a budget with me with the second paycheck in March. So we're gonna go ahead, jump right on in. As you can see, I do have everything penciled, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that in ink really quick and I will be right back. Okay, so now that I have that all colored, I am going to go ahead and break down my categories for this paycheck. This paycheck will have a couple of minor differences than my last paycheck, partly because the coronavirus pandemic is definitely something you need to pay attention to when you're dealing with your finances as they pertain to the rest of the world. So I will have some slightly different tactics, if you will, for my budget this time for that, but also because a couple of things have been eliminated. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right on in. Now we are pulling these numbers from our March budget as a whole for the most part. They're gonna be very similar to paycheck number 1, but obviously it's gonna be the second half of the month, so it's paycheck number 2. So, the first category is rent. I need $283 from this paycheck. TV and Wi-Fi, I need $32. Storage unit, I need $50 for the month, so $25 this check. Cell phone is always $60. Grocery is going to be $75. Spending is going to go down to $30. Restaurant is going to go to $20. Fast food is $15. Yes, coffee is going to be $10. Electricity is going to be $40. CTA is going to be $5. Spotify is going to be $10. Debt is going to be one of those things that changed this month. Normally, I would take all of the extra money from my paycheck that doesn't have a category and put it straight to debt. However, I work in the airlines, and even though they're doing very well, all things considered, there is always a possibility that through the storm we could end up having financial troubles on a personal level. So I am actually just going to be paying minimum on my debt for as long as this coronavirus pandemic is a factor. Once that factor has passed and things are back to normal, I will go ahead and take all of the extra saved money that I had just set aside that would normally go to my debt snowball. Once we're past all of this, I'm going to go ahead and take that savings, I'm going to put it straight on the debt. But right now I want to make sure that I have the debt paid. I want to make sure it's current, but I want to take all the extra money that I would have put on my snowball set aside just in case. It's always good to have a small amount set aside in case things go wrong. Now, for those of you who do follow Dave Ramsey, you're like, well, wait, what about your $1,000 savings, your emergency savings? And you're not supposed to have 6 months until baby step 3. I know. This isn't going into baby step 3. This is still going into baby step 2. We are in storm mode. There's a storm outside, and we need to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves, making sure that we're set up for success if the worst should happen. I don't plan on putting any of this extra money that I have from my paycheck onto any other budget category. It's just gonna sit aside for now, just in case. If I need it, I'll dip into it if I have to. Luckily for me right now, it's not looking like I'm going to have to dip into it, but again, better safe than sorry. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm going to just do my minimum on debt for now, and then, you know, a month, 2 months, 3 months down the road, however long this takes, one of my checks is going to be back to debt snowball plus all of the saved money that I have during this situation, during this pandemic that we've got going on. So, long explanation for a short answer. Right now, I'm paying my minimum debt payments, saving all the extra is the short. So, debt. My minimum debt for the month is $300. Now, paycheck number 1, I paid $582 because that was all of the debt snowball entirely. That does not mean for me that the minimum is covered, because my debt payments come at the first part of April, so I always make sure that I have at least $150 on every single paycheck. Anything above $150 here is just extra. So the minimum was still $150, and then the extra that I had was added to the $150 for a total of $582 on paycheck number 1. For paycheck number 2, I am only putting $150 aside for my debt. Hulu is going to be $5, and Amazon Prime is $5. Fish is going to be $25. Airport is still $5. Travel is $20. Christmas is $20. Pirate Christmas is always $10. New car, $50. New apartment, $50. Gifts, I believe it's $10. Toiletries is $15. Clothing is $20, and laundry is $5. I have taken off the ballroom sinking fund and the spring training sinking fund, partly because spring training is over. It was canceled due to COVID-19, and there's rumors of them maybe doing a delayed spring training, but I don't know. So for right now, that envelope is dead. I'm gonna hold on to whatever money I do have left from the trip that I did take, and we're just gonna hold that off to the side. Again, if I need to dip into it, I will. If not, I will reallocate it to somewhere else. And then ballroom, I'm also pulling aside. My ballroom classes have been canceled, and I don't know when those are gonna start again. So again, that money's gonna be pulled aside, set aside, and just in case. So those two are gone. Transportation is $15. Okay, so now that I have all the categories assigned for their money, I'm gonna go ahead, calculate how much cash I need and how much electronic I need. And then what I'll actually do as well is I will put this into storm mode. And this amount here will be the extra money that I have from this paycheck after all of these categories are accounted for, and that storm mode box will actually go right into my savings account. So I won't touch that. That'll just be for storm mode. But let's go ahead and calculate these cash numbers, the electronic numbers, and we will see where we are. Okay, so now that I have the total cash calculated and the total electronic calculated, the total amount that I received for my paycheck, this paycheck is $1,107. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add this number to this number to find out what that total is. It'll be 1,010. 1,010. And now I'm going to subtract that number from 1,107. And that's going to be 97. So $97 is going straight into storm mode, so that if, heaven forbid, whatever hits the fan, I've got a little extra in my pocket there. Okay, so now that I have all of those down, what I need to know now is how much I need to go take out from the bank. So my rent and my TV and Wi-Fi, they stay in the bank. I don't bring those home. So what I need to do is subtract those two numbers from 780 to figure out how much I need to bring home. So 780, nope. Is 465. So when I break this cash down into these categories, it should equal 465. So we're going to start from the top. Now again, I take this breakdown to the bank, so that way when they say, how would you like that withdrawal divided, I hand them this, they type it in the computer, and it hands me exactly that many of each denomination. So I start from here up at the top, 25 for storage, so that is a 20 and a 5. Cell phone is 60, so 50 and a 10. Grocery is 75, so I do 20, 40, 60, 75. Spending is 30, so that's 20, 30. Restaurants 20, so 20. Fast food 15, 10, 15. Coffee is 10. Fish is going to be 20 and a 5. Airport is 5. Travel is 20. Christmas is 20. Pirate Christmas is 10. New car is 50. New apartment is 50. Gifts is 10. Toiletries is 15, so 10 and a 5. Clothing is a 20. Laundry is a 5. Awesome. So this equals 465. It's going to be 3, 10, 8, and 7. So I will go take that to the bank, this breakdown right here. I will take that to the bank, and when I have that cash back, I'm going to film my next video, which is the cash stuffing envelope video. So stick around, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you want to see the cash envelope stuffing for this video, including my new envelopes that we just made in the DIY cash envelope video. Go ahead, push that like, push that subscribe button. I'm gonna go get that cash, I'm gonna get it laid out, and we're gonna get this party started. See you later.